fuck you, libtards. It's D-Xhird for the Sega Saturn. Yeah. Wow, what an introduction. So there's the name of the game again in case you missed it the first time. But anyway, yeah, here we go with everybody's favorite fighting game. That is to say, everybody except that one guy on GameSpot. There was a GameSpot reviewer back in the day who was just so disproportionately enraged at this game. If you looked at the text of that review, you'd think he was writing a manifesto rather than reviewing a game. It's just, calm down, buddy. It's not the end of the world. It's only the Sega Saturn. So you got an anime lady singing and some Castlevania 64-esque 3D models. These are all the characters you can play as in D-Xhird for the Sega Saturn. Can I show that? Well, I guess we'll find out. If I get banned from YouTube, we'll know why. I won't edit it out. It's funnier that way. You gotta take some risks in life, as it were. So yeah, I guess it's pronounced D-Soul, or however the guy said it. I don't know it. I don't speak Japanese, so I guess they pronounce it differently over there. So look at this wacky cast of characters you got here. You got Karen, Redditors on Suicide Watch. Ugh, such a Karen. Let's be this guy. He looks cool. He's like that guy from that movie. So we're up against the... Okay, how about we practice some combos first, actually? Yeah, that's a prudent move. We gotta rehearse before we do the real thing. I'll pick the same character. Anyway, yeah, it looks like that guy with the cool, colorful, circular glasses from the cover of that movie, Natural Born Killers, I want to say. Okay, practicing combo. This wasn't... Okay, well, at least the buttons are in English. I think we can do that. Okay, down, A, B. Yeah, there you go. Simple. Maybe I gotta have a cool Let's Player catchphrase whenever I do my cool jumping in the air spinning move. Wait for him to do it again. Went by too fast. Anyway, I was gonna say something funny when he did the spin, like, you can't do this at Old Country Buffet, and then he'd spin around a bunch, and I don't know, it was funnier in my head. Everything always is. Okay, we've got 2 moves we figured out thus far. What do we got here? I think this is the one that does, like, the ice powers. Yeah, oh wait, no. Different move. We could really use some background music during this training segment to spice things up. I'll try to provide the background music here. I've conquered all the chippies. No, no. We've done enough of that. Let's skip ahead to a more elaborate combo. That might be a little too elaborate, actually. Let's try it anyway. Fuck it. What could possibly go wrong? Okay, 2 quarter circles, Y and B. Not quite. You just kind of did like a flimsy kick instead of a cool combo. Just, That one might be a bit out of my skill range, as it were. We got something a bit... fuck it. We figured out like 4 moves. I think that's enough to win campaign mode. That is all you need. Here we go. Heave her up and away we'll go along the plains of Mexico. Okay, so we got like a feminine edgelord with his Wolverine claws. And so there's a border around the screen now that I did not add that in. That's just part of this level for some ungodly reason. So you notice the characters have 2 health bars. I'm assuming the lower one is the health bar for your items, or your weapons rather, and then the top health bar is just the normal one. I could be wrong though, I only played this for like 15 minutes. Alright, doing good. Well, sort of. I like the noise our guy makes when he gets hit. He's just like... See if we'll do it again. Yeah, like that. What do you think the direction was like when that guy was in the recording studio when they told him to make a noise? Okay, make a strained noise and okay, yeah, good enough, I guess. Speaking of recording studios, here's some video game trivia for you. Did you know that at the height of their popularity in 1994, Sega did not have a recording studio in their offices, so to record the dialogue for Nights into Dreams, the staff had to sneak in after hours and just record them there in the office where there were no other employees to make any noise. Yeah, you'd think for a company that used to have like $1 billion or whatever that they could afford to actually, accommodate their staff with very basic, production equipment. The basic Nights into Dreams was basically produced using the same techniques as like some 15-year-old on YouTube where he waits for his parents to go to bed at night and then just talks into his mom's laptop through the speaker to record the voice. That's basically how Nights into Dreams was recorded. So yeah, but we're not playing Nights into Dreams, are we? I only want to hear about D-Xhird. So let's stick to the script here. D-Xhird is from the makers of Battle Arena Toshinden. Because of the fighting game craze of the mid-90s, every company wanted to make a fighting game, and make a fighting game they did. I suppose you could say everybody was kung fu fighting. Yeah, that's what that song was about. It was about how there were too many fighting games in the mid-90s. Probably. So, yeah, but this was nowhere near as well received as Battle Arena Toshinden. All because of that violently angry GameSpot reviewer. I actually have the text of his D-Xhird review copied and pasted into a notepad file here. I'll read it out loud to you. Okay, here we go. D-Xhird is the worst thing I have ever seen. And I don't mean the worst game, but the worst thing altogether. D-Xhird killed my mother and raped my father. Every night I lie awake and stare at the ceiling and remember the horrible images that D-Xhird put in my mind. The scars will never heal. So yeah, I would give D-Xhird about a 6.5 out of 10. If you like this review, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and keep it here for more cool reviews at GameSpot. So yeah, that was the essence of his review. We got a different character here. He's got the deadliest weapon of all. I like how he was ineffectively just swatting it at the back of the dude's head when I said that. So, every fighting game's gotta have an old man character. You can't pull up the moves list as you're going here. It's only in training mode. That's just the hallmark of an old school type of fighting game. You can't break up the action to look up the moves like some kind of pansy. This is hardcore. Okay, I think we're gonna get him. Yeah, there we go. We defeated him with the power of blowing wind on him lightly with our paper fan. His one weakness. Here we go, round 2. Can't do this at Old Country Buffet. I should make that my new catchphrase. So, speaking of Battle Arena Toshinden, like we were saying earlier, I have an old VHS tape that actually has a commercial for Battle Arena Toshinden in it. Well, not just that game specifically, but a commercial for the whole PS1 launch lineup, and that was in there, and that was pretty cool to see. It's not too often when you look through old tapes at your house that you'll find anything interesting on there, but I just came across that old PS1 commercial, and they had like a deep robotic voice at the end that was all cool, and it was like, "The games are ready, are you?" Of course, it sounded a bit better than just a dude cupping his hand over his mouth, but yeah, that was pretty neat. Battle Arena Toshinden. It was right in my home on an old VHS tape the whole time. Okay, what do we got here? Max Schneider? Isn't there somebody famous named Max Schneider? I feel like I heard that somewhere. Yeah, I think he's like a Nickelodeon star or something. This was his pre-Nickelodeon days where he carried a big staff and would whap old men on the head with it. It's his first career. That's stupid. So, let's think of some funny other characters who don't belong in this game that we could pretend like, what if so-and-so was in this game? Okay, here we go. What if Snotty Boy from Barnyard was in this game? His move would be to tip over the other characters, because, you know, in the movie Barnyard, his whole character arc was that he would tip over the cows and say, "That's called cow tipping. Ha, ha, ha." So yeah, his move in this game would be to tip over the other player, and he could say, I don't know, like, "That's called person tipping." No, that's not funny. Fuck that. But anyway, yeah, I think Snotty Boy would make a decent D-Xhird character. So what else to say about D-Xhird? There was gonna be a sequel to this, but since it sold like ass, they didn't do that. So it's just this one and done. I don't think the company behind this is around anymore. I never hear about Takahara in the cool gamer news, in our games, and all those pretentious Reddit douchebags with their neckbeards and their fedoras, complaining about how the latest game sucks, and if I worked at that company, I would do it better, and even though I've never held down a job or really left the house, I could definitely improve this several $1 million programming project. Dearie. So to any of you out there who've ever played Battle Arena Toshinden or known someone who has, did anyone ever abbreviate it as BART? Because all the letters are there for it. BART, what are you doing? It's like this funny video I saw once where instead of Bart he was called Barm, and just one letter was changed on the end, and Barm. What is it with people on the internet making weird, surrealistic Simpsons parodies? Seems to have become more common in the past couple of years. So whatever happened to that doofus at GameSpot who just completely trashed this game? What do you think he does for a living now? You think he lives in a sleeping bag under an overpass because D-Xhird just completely broke his mind and he could never hold down a normal job ever again? Something like that. You know, it is kind of odd that GameSpot reviewed this at all, considering this only came out in Japan. I mean, what GameSpot viewer on an English-speaking website is going to look at that review and then potentially buy or not buy D-Xhird? Did this come out in the States? No, it didn't. Nah. So yeah, my point stands. What was the point of reviewing a game that would never be available to any of the people who browsed that website? Something to think about while you wait for the next episode of this show. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, Mark Bussler of Classic Game Room played this game. If by some miracle you're watching this video, Mark Bussler of Classic Game Room, please come back to the internet. We all miss you. All of you 15 fans would be very appreciative if you started making game reviews once again.